is the Schmo with the Pro. He's the two-time UFC Flyweight champion. He's Mexico's first UFC champion of the world. He's the assassin, baby. Brandon Moreno in the flesh. Capetillo's gym. How we doing?
Man, nothing. I feel amazing. A little bit sweat. I don't want to be too close to you because I can mess up with this little nice suit, but I feel amazing.
Listen, man, you've accomplished everything. You can schwitz on the Schmo all you want. You're working hard here, training in silence.
Yes, man. Thank you so much. Yes, I'll be just working on. Trying to be focused in my next step. And this little, I don't know, 2-3 weeks, months, I'll be like very busy. But my mind is very focused on the next step for sure.
We'll get to that in one moment, but let's talk about what just took place over there in Sydney, Australia. And new Sean Strickland defeated Israel Adesanya, a champion that you shared a fight card with. What was your overall reaction to seeing New in the middleweight division?
Yeah, I mean, that was a crazy fight. I mean, I think, Adesanya was the favorite in that fight. Sean Strickland was like ready to beat Adesanya in that fight, and he did it. You know, he put a lot of pressure on. He never give any space to Adesanya to think too much about the game plan or make his game plan. And that's it. He won. What's very impressed. I mean, I know both guys. Like you say, I shared the car with Adesanya 1 or 2 times, I don't remember, and I like his style. But I mean, Sean Strickland did amazing in that fight, and he deserved it for sure.
As someone who's had to do not just a trilogy, a quadrilogy, you believe in rematches. Do you think Adesanya is deserving of the immediate rematch, or do you think we got to get some new blood as that first title defense for Sean Strickland?
Wow, man, you have a really good question. I mean, I think if UFC decide to do the rematch immediately, that's fine. Or even if he's trying to put Cannonier or who is the other fighter can be there. I think
Dricus Du Plessis, potentially.
Of course, Du Plessis, he got injured and he wasn't able to fight against Adesanya in this one. But I mean, those fights are very interesting too. Any single fight the UFC decide, I'm fine with that. I mean, I'm not the matchmaker. Thanks God, I don't like those kind of works.
Okay, let's talk about you for a second, man. The last time we saw you, UFC 290. Afterwards, no excuses, just like you conduct yourself, all class, but hashtag job not finished. Job not finished. What do you have left to prove? The champ, you're already 2-time champion. What do you feel like is left for all the assassin baby fans out there worldwide?
Man, I'm putting all my money to the long term, you know. I mean, to me, this is a kind of marathon, and it's a fast marathon, you know. I don't believe the marathon is slow like a lot of people say. I mean, this is like a sprint without a finish line. You know, I'm putting all my money in the long term, and nothing. This is my journey. I would love to have this kind of journey like Khabib, like undefeated, like, hey, what's up, guys? But it's not my way. It's not my way. It's not my destiny, and I accept it, and I have to embrace it. But man, I'm just a hard worker. That's it. Even if I lose 1, 2, 3 fights in a row, I don't care, man. I know my job. I know what I need to do. I need to go back to the gym next day after my fight, and that's it. So to all my fans, I know it's kind of hard for them because I know they love me, but then I put an amazing fight, but I lost. You know, it's hard for them. But the only thing I can say for them is like, I'm just working hard, you know, and I'm trying to put this balance between. I know I'm an excited fighter, but at the same time I'm trying to be a smart fighter too. I'm just trying to be the best fighter inside of the octagon, and one part of that is for the people for sure.
So we have yet to see the best version of Brandon Moreno. So like when they make this Netflix movie, there's another chapter we've yet to unlock.
Man, that movie. I mean, I put all my effort to sell that movie. That movie will be very cool. That's very funny. But yes, man, I mean, I'm 29 years old, almost 30 in December. I'm young for the sport. I'm still very young for the sport. So I have a few more years with a lot of hard work. So I have a lot of fights in my future, and I put all my hard work to do it very well.
You're the #1 ranked contender in the flyweight division. Alexandre Pantoja, after Sean O'Malley became the bantamweight champion, he called him out. Do you think he should be fighting O'Malley in the 135-pound weight division? What do you think about that situation?
Man, I mean, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but I mean, unfortunately for Pantoja, I mean, anybody cares about that fight. I think Sean O'Malley has another business in the future with with Aljo or Merab or Chito. So let's see what UFC decide for us. I mean, I'm ready for the rematch if the UFC wants that. I mean, I'm ready. I don't care. I mean, it's very hard to me to get motivation after to lose 3 times with the same guy. I understand that, but at the same time, I'm just remember the face of Pantoja at the end of the fourth round, starting the fifth. Man, he was almost done, man. He was like done. Obviously, he connected a very good takedown in the fifth, and he won. I mean, no excuses. He did his job, and he won. Well deserved. Congrats. But man. I'm not scared. I didn't show that. Like he was saying in the last 5 weeks, he's scared of me. I'm gonna destroy him, the same as like Habib against Conor, whatever. But man, he was like done. He's not saying my name anymore, like nothing. And let's see what happens in the future. But I'll be ready for whoever.
So now that you've reflected on that, that was a couple months back. Do you know if you get that rematch, that opportunity, you know what you would do different to get your hand raised again?
Man, it was a really close fight, and for example, I mean, obviously, Figueiredo will be always in my past, right? The fight where I lost against him in Anaheim, I fixed little mistakes I made in that fight. In the fourth one, I mean, the fourth one was clean, so I know what I need to do. I have the right team in my side, and we are working already.
If it's not you getting that opportunity to fight for the flyweight title, is there another man in the division that's deserving to get the opportunity to fight Pantoja for the title?
I know Brandon Royval is there. He's doing an amazing job. But I mean, I'm just thinking in myself. I think I deserve the opportunity too. I've been working hard. The last fight was like this close, and I have my own arguments to say I deserve the next fight for the title. But again, I mean, this business of the UFC, I'm just a hard worker trying to get some extra money for my toys and my family.
Yeah. So when would you like to return inside the octagon to get those extra toys for the family?
Hopefully December. I'm pushing for that. I'm pushing for that date. My body starts to feel like ready for another training camp, for another weight cut, and hopefully UFC is giving me the opportunity before the end of the year.
Pay-per-view or fight night? Pay-per-view gotta be, right?
Whatever, man. It's the same paycheck.
Show the man the cheddar. Now, this weekend, it's going to be historic for the UFC. It's Noche UFC. You were there cage side when Alexa Grasso became the first female champion to represent Mexico in the UFC when she upset Valentina Shevchenko. What do you think is going to be most different about this rematch Saturday evening?
I mean, this fight will be very interesting because both girls made their own adjustments. Valentina went to Thailand, I think so. She trained there with a lot of people. Then Alexa, I know her team very well. They are very smart, and they watch and made the plan very very well for the next challenger. So that will be very interesting to see which fighter make the best adjustment in the middle of the fight. Will be a really interesting matchup, and at the same time, a lot of Mexican fighters fighting in the card. Fernando Padilla, Daniel Serhuber, my training partner Edgar Chaires. He had a short notice fight in my same card last time. This time getting a full camp. I think he's getting the knockout in the first.
Are you going to feel like come Saturday night, man, I wish I was out there fighting too, representing on this night? It's special.
Man, that night will be special. I mean, a lot of people asked me in my last fight, like, "Hey, you think it's a possibility to fight there in that card?" Like, man, I don't know, man. It's very close. Even if your body pass the fight like with any injury or whatever, man, your mind, you need to rest your mind, your body for the weight cut. So. I don't know about this, but man, I'll be there. I'll be there supporting. I'll be talking with the people. I had a few activities with the UFC, some appearances, so I'll be supporting the event.
And that's one hell of a belt that Grasso's got too. They decorated that with all the colors and everything. They didn't do that for you.
Man, first of all, that belt is beautiful. It's pretty, and yeah, like you said, or Jair has one now. Alexa has one. I mean, I want mine. hopefully in the future. But man, that the belt is beautiful, and I really appreciate all the effort UFC is doing for the Mexicans, for us.
we get a final message for all your fans out there worldwide?
I love you guys. I love you so much. Like I said before, I'm just working hard. I'm just working hard. I'm trying to control all around me what I can control. And that's it. I really appreciate all the support. And next fight will be very excited for you. I promise.
He's the pro. I'm the Schmo. Capetillo Jim. We're out.